tonight?
Yeah, obviously, Sully gets us going early, but then they jump back with a 3, and it was just nice to come back and get runs again, you know, and not let kind of get flat after the first inning, right? The second inning. So again, offense, I thought our big boys swung the bat good. Obviously, it was good tonight. Sully, obviously, you know, Aggie swung the bat good, and really Miggy. It's pretty good night really for our offense. Seemed like they swung the bat really well.
For Eliezer, second inning runs some trouble and then responds really well through third through fifth. What did you see from him after that second inning?
You know, I thought he was going to escape that first one, honestly, or the escape the second, but really just kind of kept pitching. He got his changeup. He started incorporating that a little bit. You know, it's a club that he wanted to use a slider against tonight for the most part, and basically what he does with fastball is all times, pitching right at the top. So thought he made some pitches and just hung in there.
You mentioned Miggy also a home run. He's gone off to a bit of a slow start. You know, flew I guess last weekend, hit by pitches. How nice to see him kind of have a game that he did.
Yeah, obviously you want to see him have success at first at bat. He hits a bullet. Then the homer, obviously, I thought was big from the standpoint of just kind of kicking it further. He actually swung the bat pretty good yesterday. The ball he hit to center field yesterday, he crunched. Obviously another one today, but like Miggy's not a guy that you really worry about. You always feel like he's going to keep working. It's just a matter of time before he gets it going a little bit. You know, he's not sitting in the middle of our order or anything like that. But you know he's gonna be himself, and he's gonna get to that. He's not gonna allow sit around and not keep working and not find it. So you know Miggy's gonna find it.
We've talked the last couple of weeks about some of the veterans and some of the big bats that haven't been able to get it going. But as a manager, is that the beauty of having a nice mix of veteran presence and some young guys? Is you don't have to worry about them, and you know that whatever they did yesterday isn't going to affect what they did here tonight.
Well, it's nice having older guys that had a track record, right, and that are still not like older to the point where they're kind of on the other side of that hill, where they're fighting all the time. But to have those guys that, again, have the track record, they've had success. You just know they're not going to panic, and it's kind of nice to have that. And for us to really kind of be able to sustain and be able to put some wins on the board without those guys really getting rolling yet. So I think that's something that we look forward to as those guys get going.
I think you obviously get a lot of confidence when you start winning, but early in the season, 19 games and you rattled off 6 in a row. Does it take it to another level? Do guys really start to believe that what we talked about in spring training about having a good ball club is, you know, we're starting to put them together here. We do feel that way and we know we can do this?
Well, it's always nice to win, right? And it just breeds confidence. And it's a good feeling. It's something that you want to keep doing. Right? And really, I guess, in a sense, you know, guys have worked hard. Everybody's worked hard around the league and spring training and want to get off to good starts. But I think it is a confirmation, and when you put wins together, that it's a confirmation on all the things that you worked for. It looks like it can, you know, it's paying off, right? And we know it's early and it's a long way to go and all that, but at least it's paying off now. And I think that encourages guys to continue with the process and keep going.
Aguilar gets the 2 opposite field hits and then that 12th pitch plate appearance for the walk. Just seeing his at bats starting to come together and talking about guys finding their own, but Aguilar specifically tonight and also as of late.
Yeah, he's been swinging good, and I think his at bats. I think we talked about it in DC that, you know, the guy was asking about the home runs, and then, you know, the home run is just going to start the home run streak or whatever. But I worry more about the at bats. Like if the at bats are good, everything's going to work out, and that's what we've been seeing. Is the at bats just continue to improve, seeing the ball better. You can see his balance is better, letting the ball travel. You know, all the things you want to see from hitters. You know, we were starting to see, and so it's coming.
And then 9th inning, guys 5-run lead, and they start to chip away. Probably hoping not to have to go to Bender there, but what did you see in the 9th from Sean, and then Bender being able to close it out?
Yeah, we knew we weren't gonna let it go too far. That's the one thing that, you know, we don't want to do. I mean, our guys are really is one hitter away from not getting that win, right? Because we weren't gonna allow him to go, longer just about the win. So we looked at the ninth that we weren't worried if it's a save situation or not. We were gonna make sure we had some rope to play with Anthony. We use a lot of different guys out there, so it's not so much worried about the save, it's more worried about getting a win. And that's kind of the way we looked at it.
It almost makes me think of, I guess in that 2020 year too, that was the mentality you had too, like when the games that you're ahead, make sure you don't, I guess blow them. Is that?
Well, it's kind of always been my
right,
mentality.
But
It's
like you don't, those are the ones you want.
Yeah, you want to close the door. You don't want to let games get away from you. Obviously, that hurts your. It hurts when you've battled, you got a couple run lead and you give it up. Those are not good losses. And then you know what, they're gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point this year. It's gonna happen to us, and we're gonna have to survive it. But in general, you don't want to. Anytime you get the lead, you want to win that game and try to nail it down.
Don, talking about closing the door early in the game in that 4-run spot in the second inning, 2 outs in the plate, something that worries you, maybe over aggressive in the base path?
What part? Who are you talking about?
The 2 outs on the home plate, 1 runner's in, then the other one gets in a rundown, then.
Yeah. I think we just got a bad read at first. We were talking about if that ball gets in the dirt, as KJ was saying, and kind of played it differently. It wasn't a ball in the dirt. We're talking about a ball that bounced. So, base running is like anything else that we do. You're going to want to keep getting better, limit mistakes. Hope you learn from all your mistakes. Andy had a play, and you guys don't remember it, but he had a play. He tried to come quickly when he was playing in the slot at second base, and I thought about it and he rushed it, kicked it, ended up getting some runs, and then yesterday he had the same exact play. He came after it hard, but then took his time, got the lead out. And that's kind of what you see with anything that we do. We're going to make some mistakes, and it's going to happen. But you just want our guys to learn from it and keep going, right? And not continue to, not make the same one twice. And that's really what you're trying to see. So it doesn't, you don't ever want to see mistakes. You don't ever want it to happen. It's going to happen. We just want our guys to make sure we improve from it.
How impressed were you with the Jorge Soler home run distance? It was
It's impressive.
It was the third longest in the season.
No, when Jorge gets them, I don't think he hit it good. So what I liked more than anything, it was more towards left center, and a lot of his hits have been right down the line, and starting to see him stay more in the middle of the field and the bat staying in the middle. When that happens, he's gonna start hitting the center, right, all over. So, but obviously it was a big, couple runs to get us on the board, get us feeling good.